Considering none of these characters have appeared since 2011?
Take out for what you will. Alright, here we go. I imagine Flandre is going to be up next.
Yep.
Well, this will be fun. See what kind of shenanigans she's going to get into.
Well, she has that projectile sword thingy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to slide right out of here.
What are you two doing?
Just have to come to my room and head upstairs where I ran into Big Sis and Patchouli doing some kind of strange oh god.
They're making it.
Yeah.
Or performing a nightly ritual, take your pick.
Oh god. It seems so much fun, no fair, as she thinks they're doing an intimate ritual. Oh.
You can't tell me that that Patchouli and Remilia aren't doing the do.
I don't think Patchouli has the stamina to do even light stuff, honestly.
That's okay. Remilia just says don't move, I'll do all the work.
But like, even then, I think she'd get an asthma attack just from having an orgasm. I'm gonna be totally honest here. Because like anything that involves heavy breathing, nah, I think it's right out. I'm not saying I think Patchouli is completely asexual, but I have trouble believing that she'd be able to keep up.
You've put an idea into my head.
That sounds great.
See, and this only came up because we were talking about it earlier, long before we started recording, but just saying, for example, putting a mask on her or something that has like an air pipe or what's the inhale or something built into it.
Yeah.
That she can just always just like push a button or just automatically releases air or whatever the medicine is when she starts to get overexerted. Yeah. But because we were talking about it earlier, just imagine something like that except shaped like the Bane mask.
Oh, okay. That's where I was going.
I figured at some point
extremely painful. Beautiful.
I imagine at some point over the years you would learn how my thought process works.
Yeah.
She's the first one to actually make a sound so far.
Well, people have been making like intro noises, but not. She's the most audible. This is what suffering is like, people.
You know what it is?
What is it?
It's playing Ocarina of Time for the first time. Or playing the GBA version of A Link to the Past. Which I have done.
Oh.
And I regret.
I have played the GBA ports of Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, and a handful of other games.
So you know how you know how they added in sounds where there wasn't any before.
Sometimes, yeah. To be fair, I've never. Well, I have played the SNES version of Mario World, but never Yoshi's Island.
But just how they add in jumping noises.
Yeah.
Or little wahoos.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because those came out after Sunshine, and everyone thought after Sunshine that if they were gonna add voices and things, they're gonna add entire dialogue lines, and it's just gonna be as bad as Sunshine was.
Yeah.
What's funny about that is that if I remember correctly, every just as with all Mario games, every spoken male character is actually voiced by Charles Martinet. So the Pinata and Toadsworth are all Charles Martinet.
Oh my. Man, Parthenax really gets around.
Let's see what you do again. And how it works to my... Not well.
Well, it's a bombardment. That's pretty cool for making sure you hit someone, but it doesn't linger. It doesn't do severe damage. Probably decent for making it a somewhat comeback, but not if the disparity is like 90% HP to 10% HP.
It's a case where you really need them to be in the corner.
I'm not even sure about being in a corner. It's just like you're guaranteed you have a very good chance of hitting them, and you don't have to work for that too hard. But it's very difficult to catch out good damage off of it.
She's not putting up very much of a fight.
Nah. Rushdown characters would probably fuck up Patchouli, yeah. I can't play with it anymore. I forgot that creepy, destructive, childish tendency to her. Honestly, she's been so adorable this playthrough. I kinda disarmed me.
when you're actually treating her like a child proper and playing with her proper, it kind of goes away. It's when she's being ignored forever that she turns more or less satanic.
Oh, so that's why that's what's going on with Touhou 6. Okay.
More or less, yeah.
Alright.
She's going crazy because more or less she's always being left out and she's always being ignored.
That would probably do it.
No one treated her like a proper child. They always treated her like a demon, isolating her.
Yeah, fair point.
That's why she's more or less in love with Marisa, because Marisa was the first person to play with her, as it were, but also to treat her as a person, more or less. I want to say human, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that she has a relationship with Marisa. Kind of cool.
That's why her entire story in Genso Rondo is her trying to cook a weird Western dessert for her.
Oh, I thought she was just curious about cooking in general. I didn't know she was cooking for someone.
Yep.
Who'd be? Oh wow.
This is early.
Quick indeed.
And also, for some reason, not on the roof.
Huh. I wonder if she walked out while they're in the middle of the ritual. I'm willing to bet she did, but I wasn't paying too much dialogue. I was having a conversation. Hard to do both at once. She's gotta have some good linear damaging attacks.
I'm just trying out some of her moves.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to say that fire looks stupid.
Yeah.
Not animation-wise, but it covers so much of the fucking screen and lingers for so long. Like, I'm terrified of the prospect of how good it might actually be. Yeah, I just bait now.
Huh.
See, I listened to that sound effect, and it sounds like a sound of some weird things from the 1986 Transformers movie.
It's funny finally seeing a character walk as described how a lady would walk.
Oh, here?
Yeah, just Flandre is the first character to walk as described or traditionally drawn how a quote-unquote lady would walk.
Fair enough, yeah. By the way, that ultimate attack with Remilia scares me. Like, that seems like it'd be really fucking good.
The Gable?
Yeah, because of the sheer speed of it, and it looks linear, but like, if it cashes out good damage, that's a really solid, like, whip punch just to throw out. Because again, blocking is going to really do anything.
Yeah, but if Diavolo can punch you at the same speed, it's still a draw match. We were watching that thing earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ, this thing is finicky.
There's gotta be some additional rules to activate that thing that we're not aware of, because, you know, we don't know a lot about this fucking game.
No manual.
No manual, no tutorials, no online.
Jesus.
To be fair, we haven't looked up online guides either, but like,
I imagine.
Don't think we'd find much.
I can't imagine more than 3 people have actually played this game to completion, much less in order to create a guide.
Yeah, much less invested a good amount of time into it.
More than that, this is actually a really old game.
I think the fact that it's a really old game might actually lend a credence to us finding information, but as for if we're gonna find anything English translated is a different matter.
This is also one of the never translated games, which was probably for the better. How this, of all things, ended up getting a PC port over others, namely Vania, or Mon. Actually, no, I know why Mon could never get a console port, but...
Yeah.
But just how this, of all things, rather than many of the other things, never got over, it kind of baffles me.
Yeah.
Because this game is, like, from 2010.
That's funnier when you see who she's talking to right now.
Big Sis is broke?
Big Sis is kill. Oh, man. Is she doing the warp thing?
The what?
Oh, boy.
So she's about to go crazy, but they're stopping her by telling her what the hell is going actually on. And I think, I haven't actually played this before, but I think it's going to be something to the effect of, here, you can help us find it, and if you destroy it, then we'll play with you.
Acceptable. Yeah. That's a disarming appearance I've ever seen one. Take it easy.
She doesn't know what to make of it either. Look
yeah,
at her.
Yeah, that's an accurate reaction I've ever seen one. Actually, wait. Is that the same portrait she had in Getsu Rondo?
No.
Okay. I'm about to go dog and double check, but I don't know, just been feel like it was different.
What is that?
Well,
hold on.
You gave birth.
I was gonna say, just process the words by themselves.
Yeah. It's so weird. But yeah. I love how you say that, even though at the tail end of mailing story, someone said that you thought it actually was hideous, so you threw it away.
Have you ever known Remilia to be consistent about anything?
That's a very valid point. You don't think it's cute? Nah. Eh. But Julie's on board with us. It really is weird, don't you think?
See, I think it's something like this. I would disagree to her with to her face, but I like this house. She's a very fickle child, you see.
Yeah.
Is this loop starting to annoy you too?
Sorta. Well, I'm used to this from fucking Genzo Rondo, so, you know, that's an irrelevant point.
You had to edit that.
I did. Headphones and everything.
Sometimes I feel for you.
It's just too funny not to show off.
Yeah!
I think we just ended the story mode. Okay, everyone go home. That's my Yukari.
This is my prize.
I love this Darwinian law we have going on around here.
Survival of the fittest.
Yep. He who is strongest gets to make the rules. Or, no, it's the winner that writes the history books.
See, what this reminds me of is, there's this one animated, Touhou song where it's more or less a war between Flandre and Remilia. And it just starts with, Remilia doing the, was it Tekken 1 or Tekken 2, where one of them dropped the other into the volcano.
Yeah, that was Tekken 2, where Heihachi just flat out dropped Kazuya into a volcano.
Did that. Flandre was asleep inside the volcano in the lava for about 500 years. And then came back to kick their ass, and when they finally meet, the song ended on a cliffhanger with them doing the Highlander. With the chapel glass shattering.
Oh, okay.
A single punch shatters every stained glass window.
That's beautiful.
What's actually funnier about that is that it actually has everyone in the mansion, but it also has Rainbow, Marisa, and Sunny, and everyone is dressed up in more or less Chinese versions of their same outfit. And they even have their hair dolled up for battle.
How do you make Mei Ling more Chinese?
You put her hair up in Chun-Li buns.
I think her hair looks good without the buns. Like, I'm a stickler. I don't think buns look good in general.
Yeah. I'm gonna show this to you later, but for the audience that wants to know what I'm talking about, it's called Grip and Breakdown.
That sounds fun.
It's also funny too because the opening guitar riff, which lasts for like 45 seconds, sounds like something that should come out of one of the DBZ game openings. Same sort of guitar style.
Nice. By the way, why is Mei Ling fighting Flandre when all we did was just show her the monstrosity? Maybe I don't know if she's trying to...
She's scared of it.
I mean, that is valid.
I mean, I would be too, honestly, especially if the thing is expanding.
Yeah.
See, I think of it expanding, and I'm picturing the scene of the monstrosity from Akira.
Oh God. Mostly horrifying if you ever go back and watch Akira.
Shit. Shoot.
You can see his balls when they're expanding. That scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, wait a minute. Say that again?
You can see his nuts as he's expanding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was just slightly disturbing.
See, I can't tell what's funnier about Akira over the 3 various dubs. Is that in one version, Liquid Snake plays one of the main 2 guys.
Oh yeah.
In one version, Tai from Digimon plays one of the 2 main guys. And in the most recent 2009 Funimation version, Johnny Young Bosch plays one of the 2 main guys. I forget which. I think it's the guy on the motorcycle.
Yes, he does. Funny enough, I actually watched both versions in one playthrough, or in one viewing. The reason that happened is because I was watching the Funimation dub for like the first 3/4 of it, but then I think the file corrupted or something, so I had to go and seek out the original dub version of it. Don't worry, if you stay on the sky, you're okay.
Damn it.
Almost. Oh, you just hand it. It's only 1 round, it's okay. So Tower was a full stock.
I like how Flandre is actually far more mature than Remilia about the situation getting about when she loses, because she just gets up and shakes the dust off. Whereas Flandre does the whole pouting.
I think you just got backwards. Remilia was the one who did the pouting.
Yeah. I don't know, Gesundheit. That attack is annoying, the spin kick.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. I was using that to just tag people for free. I think that's part of the reason why I didn't lose any rounds while I was using mailing. You just snipe people so easily with a kick.
Get out of my way.
Almost there. Easy, back up, just start tossing regular projectiles. I prefer at least something that reaches across the screen. There we go.
There we are.
I love how that one shoots a bunch of different ones out in a linear fashion, but they all go at different speeds. That's gonna fuck with people.
I want to ask again and again, basically every time. Now are you awake? Wide awake.
Begrudgingly.
What is this doll thing?
Isn't it funny? Wait, did Flandre just fight Mailing while she was asleep?
I think everyone has been.
Wow. You might be right.
Hello.
And Saki lost to Mailing while she was asleep. that reminds me of this line.
Long enough to hear you insult the mistress's creation.
What'd you call it? Weird? She's not the only one to do this.
This one's some sort of trap.
Oh, man. Let's go over here and have a little chat. Damn. Mailing just cannot catch a fucking break.
Sakayo is very schizophrenic about how dedicated she is or isn't to Remilia.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd in that regard. Sometimes she's more or less the one that's about to give her the smack on the ass for doing something stupid. Other times she's, if you dare say a word about her, even if you're right, I'm gonna stick this knife in your sternum.
Yeah.
She got dragged away by the neck.
By the neck. God damn.
Let's go find someone else. Is that thing a sentient creature?
It seems so. It has a will enough to devour things. It seeks to expand its own existence. So, yeah, I would qualify that as sentience.
Like, let me put it to you this way: is it an intelligent creature?
That is a better question. There's definitely intelligence of some capacity. Able to recognize different targets as food once the need arises. If we were to let this thing continue to expand, I bet you it would also get smarter as a result. Probably.
What's funny about this image is that looking at it from this angle, it looks like Rumia's running in for a hug, and Flandre is apprehensive. She's like, "Wait, no, don't stop!" Ah.
That is actually really cute. It's even funnier to think that there's a creature out there that's even more chaotic than Flandre. Like, it's just funny to me. But you can't eat it. The devour now. Oh god.
Did you preempt her?
The prey becomes the predator. The Devourer is about to devour a fucking black hole, which also devours things. Just. Who will be the top of the food chain?
Boo.
I mean, I guess.
Okay, which one is Boo and which one is Cell?
I'm gonna qualify Remilia as Boo, and the other one as Cell. That's just me anyway. Seriously, I do like the stage one that's actually got the blue moon out.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice at night.
Really nice on the eyes. It looks really cool.
Do you still hold to what you were saying earlier about purple being a color that's kind of burned into your retinas now?
Well, no, because we've been outside, luckily, so... I'm
Did
not
you say that before or after? I don't remember.
I'm not... No, I just even know why. It's because I was using Cherno, I was getting my ass kicked by Remilia.
Oh, yeah.
And the glow of the Remilia was so strong, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to see the color pink pretty well for the next few minutes.
What is that attack?
What attack?
The one that knocks them back. Yeah, you need to use it at a certain distance. If it's too close...
Where the fuck was that attack when you used her?
Yeah.
It might be a dash attack. Maybe. This is speculation. Also,
oh! Yeah, a lot of those attacks are their dashes.
Also, when you're dashing with her, you have the rainbow effect on you.
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah, I pointed out earlier. It's really fucking cool looking.
Okay. Thanks, game.
You're able to dash between rounds. Because you're the one getting off the ground, you have the advantage because you're able to set the position to your own will.
That's another thing. Rumi actually has a verbal tick, and she's not saying the full sentence, which is actually more annoying. And that's so Nanaka, which means is that so, and that is her one response to literally every question you ask her.
Huh.
Because, like, it shows that she's really not all there.
Oh, no, definitely not. As a creature of the abyss, she probably isn't all there.
Oop. Okay, it's all going.
Please not dash the wire.
That'd be a bad.
Yeah.
Especially not this close to the end.
Yep.
I failed.
I failed to devour the devourer. It's just like, I imagine just two snakes trying to fucking eat each other.
They have a word for that.
Ouroboros, yeah.
It really does have a weird face, though. Oh, hello, person who just happened to be standing next to us before, but we haven't called attention to until now.
Hey! Yeah, I don't... It's funny how this is daytime all of a sudden, too. Like, okay, so I'm just gonna assume that Rubia and Cherno kind of share the same arena.
Probably.
Much like...
No, I think Cherno's is the daytime.
I didn't notice until now, actually, that each of these characters seem to have their own unique arena. Like, their own dedicated arena.
More or less, yeah.
Like, Flandre and Remilia are in the rooftop. Library is, of course, Patchouli. And then there's the front gate, which is Mailing. Sakuya seems to be that basement area.
The clock tower.
Yeah. Hard to really tell sometimes.
Gears can only ever mean clocks.
Yes, but why would a clock tower be rock?
Everything else.
Why would a clock tower have rock walls?
Not a very solid construction.
I think that'd be the definition of a very solid construction, actually.
Or maybe the opposite. It's too solid. Solid as a rock.
I'm just gonna assume that Remilia kind of felt creative with that design. Maybe, I don't know.
One thing I think is kind of fun.
It's super cool.
It's just weird.
I love how Flandre has a completely different opinion on this thing versus Remilia, whereas they should both be like roughly the same age.
Remilia is 5 years older than her. I don't know why.
On a scale of like 500 years.
No, it's like an actual thing. Flandre is 495 years old. Remilia is 500. That's supposed to be important for some reason. What that reason is, I don't know, nor do I think it really matters.
I'm just gonna assume they were both turned into vampires, like, with that age difference, so they've just been both locked at age for the same amount of time.
More or less, yeah.
And because of the age difference, I will be willing to wager that Flandre was locked in the basement for a good chunk of that time. If not the entire time.
Fanon would also have it be that would be that they were both abandoned when they were young, and so that's the reason. That's the reason why Remilia is so cynical and evil, or whatever, and that's why Flandre is so corrupted. She can't help but want to destroy because she has abandonment issues, and that's why she's always super depressed and angry when she is further abandoned by being isolated to the basement.
Not plausible, but I just think it's because she's still a child and she doesn't know her own powers to any extent.
More or less.
Like, more like she doesn't know she has those powers.
Game.
Let's see if the aerial bombardment does anything.
No, I think it's about done.
Did you ever see the opening cutscene for Crash Bandicoot 2? The crystals, of course. I guess my point is, yes, these things on the edge of the arena really do look like the fucking crystals from Crash Bandicoot. Also, we're back to this time of day again. It's surprising that in-game there's no actual portrait for... Oh wow, it does do like 79% of your hit points. There's no like in-game like cutscene thing for the actual Blood Moon version.
Genso Rondo didn't have that either.
Yeah, I think you're right.
If there was a variation of a stage, you just saw it on that. Just fought on that variation of a stage.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You okay there?
Cameraman's not. So if there's to be another Genso game, God forbid,
This isn't technically a Genso game.
Same guys.
Title though. What's funny though is that I don't even think that was the Japanese name. I think that was just the name that NIS America gave it, because there's also Genso Wanderer, which is the roguelike, but that was definitively not made by the same people.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna say another fighting game made by guys who did Genso Rondo. What Touhou game do you think it would center around? If we were to continue this theme.
What?
Or do you think it just turned into Smash Brothers? Which would be bad. I think it'd be a little bit better.
I don't want any Smash Brothers that isn't made by From Soy Sauce. Which, if you'll remember, are the people that tried to kickstart a Smash game, and
I remember, and we saw the files for that too.
We still do. We need to do something about that one of these years.
Right?
I can't believe that happened 3 years ago.
God damn, really?
Yep.
I could have advertised that thing a hell of a lot better if I had the base I do now versus back then.
I don't think it would have made a difference. They still would have gotten the cease and desist. That game that they decided they were going to make instead still never came out.
Jesus. Yeah, I only see development diaries every once in a while.
I forgot to unsubscribe from them when the plans fell through.
I still stay subscribed just on the off chance they put out something of worth. Also, the fact that I can be like, hey, you guys remember when you did this thing? We saw the fucking files.
I can't believe that it's funny too, because they had the Kickstarter up for the whole month, and they got like 700% of their goal.
God damn!
And it's like they were planning on having full dubs and other console ports, and it's like they were planning to actually have it be on the Wii U.
Jeez.
And if that went through, because Nintendo was pretty lax about what indies they let onto their consoles.
Yeah.
Even as early as the Wii U, which is funny because they let games like Meme Run be on the Wii U.
We've come a long way from the days when it took Nintendo seal of approval to be able to allow on a fucking console.
They allowed Meme Run to be on there, and they also allowed, I think it started on the Wii U, was this game that I think it was quote-unquote a horror game, but it was actually like 20 minutes long, and it was just find paper inside a house that has no lights in it.
Huh.
It was more or less a cross between Slender and PT.
I was gonna say it sounded a little like Fatal Frame. I know Fatal Frame's a real thing on Nintendo stuff.
Fatal Frame 4 was Japan only, and that was released on the Wii. And then Fatal Frame 5 was the game that was on the Wii U.
Yeah.
That was free to start, but it was $50 if you wanted to buy the rest of the game.
Huh.
And it was digital only. And that game is more or less dead to the world once the Wii U eShop dies.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
It also had Nintendo costumes, and it had no, I'm sorry, in the Japanese version, it had bikinis and the like, which M-rated game in America too. It's not really a problem, but they decided to supplement those. We'd cut them, and in America instead we got Nintendo themed costumes. So you got the two girls from Fatal Frame 5 running around in the Zero suit, running around in Zelda's Twilight Princess getup, and I think there were a couple others. It's like, yeah, we don't want these. I think it was because they're teenagers or whatever. These teenagers running around in sexy outfits. So instead, we're gonna give them Nintendo costumes, which totally makes more sense for a horror game.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Never forget Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
I've heard of the game. I've heard of it.
It was.
I don't know shit about it.
Your
frog tastes good.
It was the game that Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem would eventually come to be.
Oh, okay.
It was the Atlas RPG idol game thingy, but the characters had quote unquote risque costumes in the Japanese version, but Nintendo censored all of them. It's really funny too because one of them was a standard wedding dress, but they had to censor it to put sleeves on the wedding dress because apparently we're not allowed to see bare shoulders in America.
What the fuck?
I know, right?
All right.
That was part of all the censorship was part of the reason why no one bought it.
Yeah, I can see why. God damn. Okay. Are we actually fighting it now?
Yep.
Which is weird because
I wasn't paying attention.
Apparently, Cherno fed this thing frozen frogs, and apparently this thing doesn't. It started agitating this thing because they're fucking frozen. But I don't know why we're fighting it all of a sudden. I think it's mad or something. I don't know. Still fucking weird with the noise.
What was funnier about that game was that I actually did end up buying it, not new, like a year after it came out, and then that was around the time when I started having some financial trouble. So I had to end up selling my Wii U at the time, and so I bought the game, but I never got a chance to play it actually. So that was $30 well wasted.
At least you still have it for if you do get a Wii U again.
Nah,
oh, didn't James say it was okay for me to borrow his Wii U?
Yeah, I had it for a while, and then I kept on forgetting to bring it. And then his brother said he wanted it back, so he gave 100% Breath of the Wild, which I said, yeah, that isn't gonna happen.
No, that's not happening.
That's a cute idea, but that's just not gonna happen. More or less, I also told him that we were planning to use it long term because we were gonna record a bunch of games on it.
Yeah. Oh god, I just realized you're charged with you're ultimately gonna fuck this thing up.
Probably.
Oh my god, this peak. It just called you scary. Well, we definitely have intelligence to this thing.
Pot calling the kettle black.
I mean, I guess I would call Flandre, like, scary overall, but this thing is just disconcerting. Because destructive tendencies and all. Yeah, we kind of do need the Wii U for the One Piece games, though.
Yeah. There's that, there's some other stuff on there, surely. And just getting GameCube games and Wii games in general in proper HD.
Yeah.
Well, that's something we'll come back to sooner or later.
Yeah, we'll indulge in that when the need arises. We have some other things to tackle in the process, in the meantime, though.
I was actually pondering what to do and when after we finally cleared out the big one.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was debating. I went squeeze and it went boom. I went squeeze and it went boom. I was debating whether or not to finally do that or to finally start tackling Senran Kagura since you put the idea in my head.
Huh.
Doing Shinobi versus wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, everyone's still here.
Costly sacrifice.
Costly sacrifice.
Those were some nasty fireworks.
Oh wow, that's because everyone's solution. Oh, did you actually complete all the story modes?
All the base ones, yep.
Nice.
Do you know what a nasty fireworks is?
No, I have no idea.
Nasty fireworks is...
Wait, I know now.
Do you?
I think. Vegeta's ultimate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got it. What happened? Kui's ultimate fate.
Was that the one? Was that the one he did to Kui, or was that the one he did to Nappa?
That's the one he did to Kui. Vegeta's got some brutal ultimates when you actually sit down and look at all of them.
Back when he was still an evil.
Not even just like evil, but like the thing he did to Pui Pui. It's so subtle, but so good.
Was that the one where he blasted him through the chest?
Yes. Just gently place both hands on the chest and just eradicate them.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I remember seeing that all over Raging Blast back in the day. I'm like, which one was the one where he rushed up to someone and grabbed him by the titties and then blew them up? Who did he do that to? I could never remember.
See, I remember that because honestly, that was probably one of the best, the second best fight to happen when they're in the ship.
For some reason, I kept thinking that was the attack he did to Zarbon.
No,
like, no,
the one he did through Zarbon was through the gut, and it was like an actual.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't what it was, but that was the closest thing I could think of.
That was his signature attack in Raging Blast, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun facts for the DVD fans out there, which kind of do pop up on my channel, but probably not for Touhou.